Hi, this video is for Leo for the rest of October and November. So let's get started, Leo. Leo, there's a lot of strange things that just seem to keep popping up for you. Every time I'm shuffling the cards, certain cards just keep coming out, such as the Two of Pentacles, such as the Six of Swords, such as the Page of Pentacles, such as the Queen of Swords, and such as the Devil card. So these are the main cards that just kept showing up. So what I'm about to tell you, Leo, is about to either readjust something for you. It's going to change your thought patterns. It's going to release something inside of you, perhaps a stronghold or a strong will that you're having with a certain situation or a certain problem. So Leo, first of all, the first thing I want to tell you, excuse me one second. Oh boy. The first thing I want to tell you, Leo, is with the Page of Pentacles, you are trying really hard to manifest a lot of things. You're trying to bring in new things. You're trying to wipe out old things. And that's where the Six of Swords comes in, because you're trying to turn your back on a situation that no longer serves you. You're trying to move out either from a problem, an addiction, a person, a situation, a place. So this could be you moving. This could be you walking away from people. This could be turning your back on a family member, turning your back on a friend, turning your back on a partner. Or for some of you, this could be reversed, and it might not be you doing all this. It could be them. So where I'm at right now, again, with the Page of Pentacles, you trying to see a different reflection in the mirror of yourself, so to speak. It's like you know your skills, you know your developments that you've made, you know the ambition and the desires that you've had to move forward, to make changes, to do better. For some of you, it could be about trying to learn a skill, learn a job, trade, perhaps learning some type of task, but it's also talking about learning a new way or a different way, perhaps of eating, of creating your patterns, your routines, so-called, for the day. Excuse me. As we talk about things changing for you, as we talk about you manifesting a lot of different things, having the opportunity right in front of you is what's about to happen. If you continue to turn your back on a situation, if you continue to walk away from the things that no longer serve you, Leo. But Leo, let me just tell you, it's a struggle for you trying to balance all of this out, because it's new, because you're so used to going back to the old routine. You're so used to being comfortable in uncomfortable situations. You're so used to the toxic, that to your toxic area, it feels normal to you. And doing something new, turning your back on a situation, when you turn your back on a situation and try to do something new, try to bring in new people, try to avoid addictions or people or negativity or toxins or whatever, you're finding a struggle. You're finding it really hard to maintain that balance. It's like, I'm trying, but you seem to keep going back to old familiar ways, and that is why you are redoing the same thing over and over again. Excuse that noise, but it's my washer machine, and it's needed to be replaced for a long time, and it's always, if I open that door, it'd be 10 times louder. Anyway, thank you for your patience. So Leo, with the Queen of Swords here, your thoughts dominate your feelings, okay? Your perceptiveness, you're keen, your insight, you have fair judgment, all right? You know how to make the right decisions, Leo. There's no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it that you know how to be the leader and not the follower. For years you have been the follower, trying to follow along, trying to get along, trying to fit in, trying to do what's expected of you. But all of that wasn't really who you are. You are a leader by nature. In other words, you're born into this. You can't change it. When you allow your thoughts to dominate your feelings, your emotions, your actions, when you allow your thoughts to create your perceptiveness of what's going on at that particular time, trust and allow your fair judgment that you normally exercise. You normally exercise that right of fair judgment to everybody around you. But right now is the time to stand up for yourself, Leo. It's time to be very clear and adamant about what your wants are versus what your needs are, okay? It's very important to create that clear boundary between my wants and my needs, okay? You definitely have struggled with hardships and loss, but I'm not going to focus on your victim side. I'm not, because I don't want you to either. But I am just going to recognize it for you and say, yes, I see you've struggled. Yes, I see you've hurt. Yes, I see you've had pain, both emotional and physical pain. But I also see you as a very intelligent, very witty, very analytical person, okay? I know that a lot can't get past you without you understanding or knowing what's going on. Nobody's going to get away with creating some magic in front of you, meaning that they're not going to be able to trick you. Nobody can be able to really lie to you. You're going to see straight through whatever somebody is trying to make you see, the perception they're trying to create for you. You're going to be like, no, I don't think so. And you're going to challenge that, and I want you to. I want you to. In October and November, I want you to stand up for yourself. I want you to ask questions. I want you to figure out why 2 and 2 doesn't equal 5. Okay? I want you to figure that out because somebody's wanting to convince you that 2 and 2 is 5. And in fact, we know it's 4, right? So, as the Queen of Swords, as you make judgments without emotion, because as I said, you're very fair, very analytical, I want you to take inventory of all the facts before you make any decision, okay? I need you to take inventory of all the facts of whatever story they're telling you, whatever the details are, whatever the job position is, whatever the protocol is. I want you to take inventory up here. Duly noted. Understand? Okay. So, this feeling that you've been struggling with as the 8 of Swords, feeling like you've been trapped in your situation, feeling like you can't move, feeling like this is all you can do, feeling like that's all you're qualified for, feeling like you can't move forward. Why can't you? Education is open. Opportunities, certifications, they're all available to you right at your fingertips if you want that. You don't have to limit yourself and say, this is where I am and this is all further I can go because I don't have a college degree. Want to bet? Want to bet? You're not limited. You, Leo, are not limited to anything. You have a very wide variety or wide spectrum of things that you have already done in your life. Things that you didn't have a certification for, but things that you have done, positions that you have achieved through hard work, through dependability. You can't quit now, Leo. Things are just about to get better. Let me just tell you that all that worry that you're doing with the 9 of Swords, all that fear, all that anxiety, all that stress, all those sleepless nights, they're for nothing. Sorry to tell you, you lost all that sleep for nothing. See, when you decide not to try to control everything around you, but only control what you can, and allow the universe or ask your higher power or ask God, depending on your choice, ask for that assistance. Just, you know what, you have to surrender and say, you know what, I'm just giving it all up to you. I can't do this on my own. When you finally get rid of the ego, when you finally become humble and realize that, you know what, I can't do any of this without you. Now listen, I'm not telling anybody to be a holy roller. I'm not telling anybody to go and knock on doors, unless you choose to. But I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you to understand and know that Source is much stronger than you're ever going to be. And the universe and the energy alone, the moon phases, and God, they'll get to have the final say. You're going to have a plan. You're thinking it's going to work out this way, and it's going to be something completely opposite than what you thought you had yourself so prepared for. It's going to be opposite. And when I say it's going to be opposite, it's not going to be bad. It's just not going to be the way you thought it was going to be. Okay? Sometimes what you're believing is so good for you, Leo. It's just so right for you, so perfect for you. The universe can see past that. See, the universe, your higher power, God, Source, can see way past that and see that, no, that really wouldn't work out. That person really isn't perfect for you. No, that job isn't really where you're going to stay or where you need to be. You got to keep your strength. You've got to be willing. You got to be willing to sacrifice that much of keeping your strength, using your blind faith, trusting your higher power, the universe, God, your choice. When you do that, your creativity, the romance, charm, your imagination will be limitless. This knight of shining armor, or maybe it's a queen of shining armor, someone coming in, possibly a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, coming in, somebody who you're going to feel like you're really in touch with, somebody that you're really connected to, somebody that really seems to fit right into that empty space, that void that you've had for so long. Be sure that you're keeping things in check. Remember? Inventory. Remember? Be sure that everything is the way that you know it should be. Because balance for you is very important. And you have been struggling, as we saw before with balance. You've been struggling to get the balance, but it's coming. Because you've been putting so much work into that, because you've been trying so hard. As you see with the Temperance card, balance, harmony, moderation, that's the key. So everything's going to come to you in moderation. Be patient. This Temperance card is no joke, all right? Know that this Knight of Swords is coming in quickly. So being alone, that's not nothing for you to waste your worries on or waste your sleepless nights on. That's going to happen. That is going to happen. You have the Sun card, which is a lot about positivity and freedom. It's also talking about success, being optimistic. It talks about good luck, enthusiasm, happiness, truth, openness. For some of you, pregnancy, so be careful unless that's what you're trying to do. But the bottom line, Leo, you may not want to accept somebody's cup right now. You may not be interested in the people that are trying to come back from the past, the people that have already blown their shot, the people that have already talked their shit, the people that have already snowed you over, the wolf in sheep's clothing coming forward trying to say, I'm not as bad as you think I am. Their actions showed you who they are. Your choices and decisions in the past showed you the consequences that you went through, showed you. Better not make those choices again. Consequences will get worse. So here we are, now. Like I said, with the Sun card, you have a chance, an opportunity for a total celebration, for happiness, for reunions, homecomings, for stability, for harmony, abundance. This person that you're just going to click with, this person that's just going to get you, just like that, without you even having to try to say, let me show you who I am. They're already going to know. They're meant to come into your life. This is meant to happen. For some of you, meditation, contemplation, apathy, revelations, restlessness, disconnected, feeling disconnected, makes sense right now. Right now, even though you're bored to death, even though there's nobody interacting with you, even though your only focus is pretty much work and home, it's going to change. It's going to change. Holding on to people, possessions, issues, deep-seated past issues, and hoarding, that's what you were doing. That's not what you're doing anymore. Now you're trusting your gut and your intuition. Now you know that this person coming through, making an offer, wanting to come in quick and hasty, this person wants to make fast decisions. So be careful. Because sometimes, like I said, you get a little confused on why somebody's coming in or what their motives are. But somebody's definitely coming in fast. They're wanting to make things happen fast. So let's live together fast. So let's get married fast. Slow down. Although it all sounds great and fun, slow down. There is good news coming for you, though. Expect good news. It is on the way. This conflict, this fight is done with. It's over. When I look at the Five of Wands, the conflict is finally over. You're going to find many opportunities to attract and manage wealth, happiness, joy. Because with the King of Pentacles here, you're the one who's going to make this stuff happen. You're the one who's going to decide what to do next with education or schooling. You're the one that's going to make all this become your reality. Patience is what you need. Patience, my friend. For some of you Leos, you are going to be dealing with some legal issues coming up. There is going to be legal issues. There are going to be some consequences. I'm sorry, but to be honest with you, cause and effect. Cause and effect. Life lessons. It's just what it is. Justice. Karmic justice. You have to believe that your choices and decisions will have consequences, both good and bad. But either way, you're going to face them. Don't fear the consequences. Don't fear the situation. Just face the truth. Accept. Take accountability, responsibility, and you'll move right through this. Like I said, for Leos, from the very, very beginning, you've been trying to play dodgeball. You've been trying to dodge certain people, certain places. You've been trying to dodge certain situations, certain connections. But it's time now that you face the music. So you can only dodge the bullet, dodge the ball, dodge the conversation, dodge the person for so long. And sooner or later, you got to face the music. You got to. And once you do, you can move forward. It's no longer holding you hostage. So set yourself free, Leo. Set yourself free.